All right, what's the first thing we got there?
Let's talk about landfill supervisor.
All right, so you're gonna offer this dude, what's his name?
Ludi Van Thunder.
I make that motion?
What's his name?
Ludi Van Thunder.
Von Thunder.
Van Thunder.
Okay.
He's from Thunder.
I make that motion?
Second.
Moving second. Question on the motion. Is understood he's a at-will employee, correct?
Yes, and that the offer is $46,000 per year, effective December 2nd, $49,000 per year contingent upon receipt of his CDL license within 6 months, $55,000 per year effective upon receipt of his SWANA municipal landfill operator certification within 12 months, with a 30, 60, and 90-day performance review.
That's my motion.
Moving second. Any more questions?
You know, all the other conditions apply where he gets the car and he has pre-employment testing.
Yeah, standard.
That's standard.
Moving second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Let's say a prayer that this is a good investment. What's the next item?
Next item is the acceptance, conditional acceptance of the DEP settlement offer of a 25% reduction of our penalties from $12,000 to $9,000, contingent upon acceptance of the final report for violations and notifications of violations, and the final receipt of penalties, which may be further mediated as a result of our response to thereof, but then also participation in a special environmental assessment project.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Moving second. Any
That's
questions?
further remediated down.
If down, oh yes.
Moving second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? What's the next one?
There is no action to be taken on the Golden issue except to authorize Adam.
Someone like to make a motion to authorize Adam to accept
I'll make that
service?
motion.
Second.
Moving second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Okay. You go ahead and accept it.
Yep.
Next item, pay raises.
Two questions here.
That's my page, I lost it completely. Where's that? Left behind what pulls out. Where's that?
It's under old business tab 7.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was tab 7. Where's that?
Tab 7. No.
There's 6.
There's 7.
Oh, that's
All my
not.
stuff out already.
It's a legal sheet.
That's the other 7.
You got your sheet?
It's a legal sheet.
That's the legal sheet. Okay.
Yeah, it's the.
And yes, I'm sorry, the first line item in that with a division solid waste manager exceeding expectations was to be a 3.5. Sorry about that.
Melinda Williams, no increase?
No, that-
3.5, you just said.
That was a
that's the
terrible
solid waste
error.
division manager.
Oh, 3.5?
Now, how do you work these, I guess we can discuss this. You have some exceeds expectations that are 375 and some are 325.
Evaluations?
Yes, they're done through performance evaluations and then discussions with the supervisors and where they are relative to several, performance goals. For instance, a lot of the equipment operators, it is about their performance on a day-to-day job. It's about safety. It's also about whether or not they're a leader within their group, whether or not they're cross-training, and whether or not they have depth of experience. So there's, written performance reviews that are done behind this.
Right on 375 for her.
She received a 5% last year, and this is putting it pretty close
Okay, right.
to where her...
You know this, right?
Yeah, and this is putting it pretty close to where that salary should be if other things are in line.
I'm interested in the one who does not meet expectation, Ray Harding.
Yes, he is one that we've discussed at the personnel level that was out of...
Oh, hold on, we can't
I
talk
was just
about
gonna say, I'm not real comfortable with getting
Okay,
into
I'm
their
sorry.
into performance. See, this is where we're,
Well,
and if we wanna go to closed
It's in the
session.
sheet.
There's a notation on the sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah, I definitely see.
Well, that's okay.
So basically, it's 2.8, I'm sorry, 2.25 is the lowest one, And the rationale for those is meets expectations, but they're getting at the top of their,
Top of the range, or they're very, very new. It could be very new and just starting to progress. You see some of that on some of the admin assist side of things.
Let's go with a motion to approve and a
Well,
second,
that's
then we can
another question
discuss.
again. On
We
the-
can't discuss it, we have a motion and a second.
I'm still talking about the raises.
That's what I'm talking about. We can't talk about it unless we have a motion and a second. Then we discuss it.
no, we can discuss
Okay.
it. Yes, sir.
That's the
It's already
the
tabled.
formal way to do it is the motion and the second and have discussion, but we're pretty informal, so I think it's fine.
To say the least.
Well, we're that much closer to leaving when you haven't done 2 items done.
Yes,
How do you put the 4.5, I guess sometimes I have a problem, somebody get more than the salary, and the wages get more than what a salary person does.
yeah, with that particular situation, you have that person who is lagging significantly in with another individual who also backs her up. She was brought in extremely low when hired because she was hired as a receptionist
All right, I got you. That's all.
and is now moved along.
Okay.
Would you take a holistic look at this in terms of, you know, the ranges and the balancing of the workforce? It's not about, you know, keeping everybody in that step line. There are some pretty significant spreads if you look at people in the same pay classification. And you can see who has moved up because of either the longevity in the job or, you know, their determination and consistent performance in this. You also see that there's some who, you know, are just doing what they're asked to do every day.
Okay.
But
But
Again-
why is there an increase on an intern?
That intern has been with us now for 3 cycles, and we have never done any interim increases through the spring or the winter. And we would suggest that in this instance that we do that.
Was it just a couple months at a time?
Yeah, it's 4 months during the summer and 2 months during, 1 to 2 months in the winter time.
Who's that, the young fellow?
That's the
We're not allowed to
intern.
discuss that. Motion to approve.
Okay. We ready to put in form of a motion?
I just did.
You made a motion?
Yes.
Second.
Moved and second. Any questions on the motion?
So it's as the chart with the adjustment for the division manager solid waste?
Yes, and I will amend that and send that out to everyone.
Okay, moved and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed. Person who's not on here is our executive director. She's actually now roughly 86, I guess, right? This number says 82. It'd be roughly 86 now because
Right.
we're 5%, 4,000 and some odd, 47 maybe, roughly, or, I'm sorry, 87. So we have to have a plan to finalize that, I would say, in the next 30 days. So the executive committee meet and we'll come up with the final, and maybe we should negotiate with the executive director on that matter. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you, Debbie?
Just as long as it gets done by January 1st, so we don't have to do any retro.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, that's the idea, to get it so she's on same cycle as everybody else. Okay.
I'd like to see the contract.
Say again?
I've noted that.
Yeah, you can contract. It does expire in October,
November 1st.
or somewhere, I mean, in the fall. Okay. What else we got? Anything?
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
Yeah.
So the second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
If you want to get formal with Robert's rules, I guess there's no more business, it's adjourned.
Oh, really?
You're right.
It stays
You're right.
open.
You know, somebody always told me that you don't